So I finally saw Strange World recently. What was taking me so long to see this one? Well, I was avoiding it for so many reasons. First, let's start off with the news that this movie had. One news is from an article of me finding out that one of the main characters, Ethan right here, is gay. And as I heard about this news, I was all like, oh boy, it's gonna be one of those movies, huh? A whole lot of other people, including me, never even knew that this movie even existed last year, and I would have to say that most of the people never wanted to watch this movie because there's a gay character in it. Now let's get to the plot of this movie. The movie follows Jaeger Clade, who is basically this popular explorer, and he tries to convince his son Searcher Clade to be an explorer too. Which, by the way, Searcher sounds like a really dumb name to give somebody. I swear to God, do not try that in real life, because I can already tell that this character right here was bullied a lot in school for having that type of name. So we go back to Jaeger Clade as he discovers that his son doesn't want to be an explorer. So what does he do? He just leaves and never comes back. So we fast forward 25 years later as we meet Searcher's family. We have his wife, who I can now remember the name of. And of course we have Ethan, because for some reason Wikipedia decided to name this character the 16-year-old gay son. Like, how the hell is that even a personality? So Ethan actually likes exploring just like his grandpa, and we already know where the story is going, because every single scene in this movie that you would predict that would happen, it still happens. So Searcher and Jaeger were fighting the whole time just because he left him to go get milk. Ethan tries to make them like each other again, and we also need to have that cliche third act breakup scene, where Ethan yells out, "I am not like you, Dad," just like what Searcher said to his dad after all these years. Like I said from other animated movies like Hop, Chicken Little, Crux New Groove, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, or the Emoji Movie already did that same exact plot of a father and son relationship. Okay, now I can see the reason why I never wanted to watch this movie last year. And I'm so sorry if I had to say this, but this movie might be even worse than Lightyear and Ruby Gillman. Because from what I remember in my last movie review, I never liked that movie because they were spoiling the twist villain. So are we just going to ignore the fact that Jaeger Clade left his entire family to go get some milk? Like, the movie never explains why he got stuck in this really weird mystical world called whatever it is, because I really don't even know. There's also this random throwaway line in this movie where Searcher revealed that his mother moved on and got married to somebody else named Sheldon. So Searcher immediately forgives his dad and everything goes happily ever after in the end, and it's just so lame. Also, haven't I forgot to mention that this movie also handles on generational trauma? I didn't know where the trauma was at, but some other movies like Turning Red and Encanto did it better. I can't believe I had to say this, but I might as well just go ahead and say it. Jaeger Clade might be even worse of a Disney dad since Buck Cluck from Chicken Little. Because at least he somehow apologizes to his son right after he left him to go get bullied by the entire town just because he thought that the sky was falling. I mean, sure, it was a bit cliche and generic, but at least he said these two words, "I'm sorry." So what does Jaeger do about this situation?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Literally nothing. He's like the worst dad in Disney history. Another character that I really hate in this movie has to be Callisto. You want to know the reason why? Because this movie seems to have one of those moments where the villain starts to redeem herself. And yes, I did spoil the movie for you, because this character right here becomes a twist villain in like 3 minutes. It's almost like every single character in this entire movie are just so gosh darn unlikable. So in conclusion, Strange World is a really terrible movie, and I regret everything when watching it. If I have to give this movie a recommendation, all I have to say is, don't ever watch this movie. So what are the positives that I have to say about this movie? Well, I like Splat. He's a good character. Also, I forgot to say that this character right here named Diazo, you know, the one boy that Ethan has a crush on, this character right here is so incredibly forgettable. You want to know the reason why he's forgettable? Because he only appeared in 2 scenes in the entire movie. And if you ever want to watch a real movie with Alphabet Mafia representation, just go and watch The Mitchells vs. the Machines, or Nimona. So that's basically all I got to say about Strange World, so what do you guys think of this movie? Do you like it, or do you hate it? Let me know in the comments. I obviously hated it.